Fans are sounding the alarm, and this time, it's impossible to ignore. During a rare appearance on Sister Wives, Breanna Brown didn't just look uncomfortable, she looked broken. Worried. Viewers noticed the trembling voice, the guarded expressions, the eyes that looked like they were holding back tears. And suddenly, one unsettling question exploded across social media. What is really happening behind closed doors in Robyn's house? As Aurora appeared calm, Breanna seemed emotionally fragile, leaving fans wondering if years of strict control, isolation, and fear of doing the wrong thing have finally taken their toll. Even more disturbing, these are grown adults, still asking permission to live their own lives. Is this the long-term consequence of over-sheltering? Are these scenes exposing emotional damage TLC never intended to show? And could this moment be the beginning of a much bigger unraveling for Kody and Robyn's family? Because if fans are right, this wasn't just an awkward scene, it was a warning sign. And what comes next might change how viewers see Sister Wives forever. Eyes. Sister Wives fans worry for Breanna Brown. Now more than ever before, Sister Wives fans are convinced something is wrong with Aurora and Breanna Brown. As the girls grew up, fans worried about Kody and Robyn sheltering them from the world. When they reached adulthood, they began appearing on the show less frequently. But during a rare appearance during Sunday night's new episode, fans pitied the girls and expressed concern online. See what others have to say. Viewers express over Breanna Brown's mannerisms. Although Kody and Robyn Brown shaped their children's behavior, some believe they had a right to be concerned with their dating life. However, asking permission to go to church and date as an adult felt weird to most fans. Makes sense to me. They seem lonely and a bit unhappy, a Sister Wives viewer shared on Reddit, attaching screenshots from Sunday night's episode. They began their post by saying many religious people prefer to date people of the same faith and they didn't find anything wrong with that. They also mentioned they understood Robyn's point of view, wanting the girls to focus on spirituality in church instead of boys. However, they did express concern over Breanna's presence in the scene. Makes sense to me. They seem lonely and a bit unhappy, a Sister Wives viewer shared on Reddit, attaching screenshots from Sunday night's episode. They began their post by saying many religious people prefer to date people of the same faith and they didn't find anything wrong with that. They also mentioned they understood Robyn's point of view, wanting the girls to focus on spirituality in church instead of boys. However, they did express concern over Breanna's presence in the scene. Robyn has been unhappy as of late, so to see her smile is rare. I wonder how that is affecting the girls because whenever Breanna speaks she looks like she's about to burst into tears or she's apprehensive about what she is saying. Aurora seems more relaxed, the op continued. I feel like she could benefit from therapy. Those girls went through it too with the whole mess, and I don't know that their mother, being someone who believes so firmly in plural marriage, can understand. Not to mention she is sort of rigid in her views. Neither of the girls seem interested in having that kind of relationship or marriage. Sister Wives viewers strongly blame their upbringing. Other Redditors agreed that something is emotionally wrong with Breanna and Aurora. Comments included, "They are both so emotionally and socially stunted. Why are 20-year-olds asking their mother if they can join a church? At 20, I was going into my junior year of college, studied abroad for the summer, living in my first apartment with a roommate. I cannot imagine how stifling this young woman's life is going to be at this rate." These girls' disposition are typical of over-controlling parents who did their kids no favors by raising them to be naive late bloomers and afraid of everything. Men with abusive tendencies are going to smell them miles away. These scenes in Robyn's house are like watching flowers in the attic. Let them out. What did you think about Sunday night's episode? Do you also feel concerned about Aurora and Breanna Brown? Share your own thoughts in the comments. Now I am Uncover. Sister Wives star Kody Brown thinks he and ex Janelle may still have a karmic connection, despite their split. On Sunday's episode of Sister Wives, Kody Brown wondered if he and his ex Janelle still had a karmic connection, despite the fact that Janelle left him and seemingly wants nothing to do with him. On the same episode, Janelle, who was Kody's second wife, discussed the possibility of following in her former sister wife Mary's footsteps and obtaining a spiritual release from Kody to be officially free of him. As the Ashley previously told you, Christine, Janelle and Mary ended their spiritual unions with Kody between November 2021 and January 2023. With Mary being the only one of Kody's exes who has gone on to obtain a spiritual release from the family's former church. According to Janelle, however, Mary may not be the last to do so. I know Mary has just recently gotten a release, like what we call a release, which is a divorce, Janelle told viewers on Sunday's episode. And it's made me think, I kind of like the idea of getting a spiritual release. But I don't even know who to call to obtain one. While Kody was seemingly very perturbed when Mary took the necessary steps to obtain her spiritual release from him, Kody claimed on Sunday's episode that he didn't believe Mary or Christine even needed to go through the process. I don't know if there's some kind of karmic connection that Janelle and I are obligated to still, Kody said. While Kody's only remaining wife, Robyn Brown, has stated on the TLC series that the family's former church doesn't consider a wife spiritually separated from her spouse until that woman has sex with another person, Kody's ex-wives insisted during the episode that they don't subscribe to that belief. I just think that's bull's tea. I'm sorry, Janelle told Christine on Sunday's episode. I mean, I think that's dogmatic. That's a dogma I used to hear and I used to be like, okay, whatever. While making light of Robyn's comments, Christine noted that all a person needs to do is go have sex with somebody, and then they can declare that their marriage is over. According to Robyn. Until I have sex with somebody, that means I'm still attached to Kody. Mary asked. I don't think that means that. I think it really is more for if you're going to go outside of your marriage and have sexual relations. Then now, that marriage is nullified, she later added. While Kody claims to be uncertain about his karmic connection to Janelle, he stated on the Season 16 Tell-All, Part 2, that he loved Janelle, from whom he was separated at the time, but was no longer in love with her and instead, considered her a great friend. Janelle wouldn't tell you that she's in that place with me either if she was being honest, Kody added, before going on to say that he and his second wife were not in sync at the time. The following season, Kody claimed that he was interested in giving his relationship with Janelle another try, but felt that Janelle's friendship with Christine was preventing that from happening. Throughout Season 18, Kody's thoughts on his and Janelle's relationship have been up and down, with him expressing more than once that he hasn't closed the door on their marriage, despite Janelle maintaining that a romantic reconciliation between the two is out of the question. Kody also insisted this season that he's made peace with his and Janelle's split, stating in an episode back in October that he knows damn well that I don't want to be in a relationship with Janelle. Exclusive. Sister Wives. Star Christine Brown has written a tell-all book. Get all the details. Christine Brown is about to give us the first Sister Wives tell-all book. The Ashley can exclusively reveal that the TLC star has written a memoir, set to be released this fall, that will tell the full story of her life with Kody Brown and his other 3 wives, as well as what was happening behind the scenes when she decided to leave her decades-long marriage and the family. Christine's book, entitled Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family and finding freedom, is described by its publisher as a groundbreaking and heartfelt memoir about living in a family like no other and finding the strength to leave Mormonism, and the only life she's known, behind. As Sister Wives fans know, Christine left Kody in 2021, with the couple publicly confirming their split in November 2021. She has since married David Woolley, while Kody has gone on to have his other 2 wives, Janelle and Mary, also leave him. Christine's book promises to reveal a much darker truth about her life in the polygamous Brown family. In this candid tell-all, Christine shares for the first time the journey that led her away from the Mormon Church and the bold path she is carving to live apart from all she has ever known. The book's description reads, "Moving, genuine, and insightful, this is a uniquely powerful tour de force of Christine's journey toward and beyond her time in the spotlight as a sister wife. This book promises to be very different from Becoming Sister Wives, the 2013 book that Christine wrote alongside Kody, Mary, Janelle and Robyn. That book, which was written while all 4 women were still married to Kody, told the stories of how the family came together. This book, however, appears to be a more honest look at the situation from Christine's point of view. Christine has not yet addressed her upcoming book, however, she may not be the only one of Kody's disgruntled ex-wives to be putting pen to paper and exposing her experience. While on TikTok Live last month, Mary revealed that she will also be writing a book at some point. Writing is happening, Mary confirmed, adding that she doesn't want to write a negative book. It's very important to me that when I share parts of my story and that they come from a healed perspective and not a pain perspective, and I think a lot of people want to hear it from the pain perspective, she said. What is it that they say in media? If it bleeds, it leads. That's what people want to hear. They want to hear the hate and the ugly and the gross. People want to see that ugly. Mary went on to say that she wants her book to be one that helps people going through a similar situation, rather than a tell-all. I think they're wanting to hear the ugly and the nitty-gritty and the mean, and they want me to throw people under the bus, and I'm not going to do that, Mary said. You're going to get my truth, and there are going to be things that will be painful. Yes, people love the drama. There will be things that I have no doubt that, when some of my family members read it, will be painful for them, but it will be my truth. I might talk pain and experience and what did I learn from it, so that's how I tell my story. Christine's book is scheduled to be released on September 16th and will be available in hardcover format or on Kindle. You can pre-order Christine's book using the Ashley's Amazon Associates link by clicking here. As an Amazon associate, the Ashley may earn from qualifying purchases. Just FYI. Do you feel concerned about Breanna and Aurora? Was this scene harmless, or deeply troubling? Thumbs up, hit like if you noticed something felt off, too. Bell, subscribe for more Sister Wives deep dives, behind the scenes analysis, and fan-driven breakdowns. Play button, watch next. Check out our related sister wives videos and playlists to see how fans believe this family reached a breaking point.